Well, good morning. We are on beautiful Tanjung Aru. This beach is about a 3-mile walk away from the main town of Kota Kinabalu, and I love it. It makes for a great walk. All along the way, there's a beautiful walkway to enjoy. It runs along the waterways. This is fantastic. I want to talk to you today about something that has come up in the comment section recently. And it seems to me like a sort of doomer attitude. What is a doomer attitude? A doomer attitude essentially is there is no use because we are doomed. I will tell you right now, people have had this for over 100 years. You can go back 200 years. People have believed we're just doomed. Well, I'm here to tell you, you're not. You're not doomed. And in fact, the 3 biggest issues that people think it makes our society today and maybe even our world doomed. No. Nope. And we're going to talk about those today in this video. You are not doomed. In fact, this could be one of the greatest times in human history. And that's the way I want you to feel about your life. We're also going to get ourselves a great bite to eat. Yes, we are. We're going to enjoy ourselves. And we're going to walk along and enjoy this beautiful beach. I am loving Borneo, and I'm glad you're coming along. We've got a lot to cover in this video. Stay motivated. Stay positive. This is definitely going to be an upbeat conversation. Let's get going.
Traveling the world as a minimalist with one backpack, that is what we do here. Subscribe and come along with Retire and Go.
You know what the biggest concern is for people when it comes to we're doomed? Number 1, politics. Yeah, people are concerned that because of politics, we're all doomed. What if I were to tell you that politics today in the 2020s is a cakewalk? What if I told you that? What would you say? You say, oh no, it's so aggressive. It's so angry. Really? Let's take a look at the history of just my home country. Politics in my country in the past has sent our country into a bloody civil war, killing hundreds of thousands on the battlefield. Yeah. There was a time when politicians would take trains to different cities. That's how they got around to do their campaigning, trains. And when they would show up to a community that didn't support them, people were there with rifles to shoot at the train. That's true. That's the way it was. There are times in recent history when political conversations spilled over to violent riots in the street, people being ended on college campuses. Yeah. And we think because people go online and call each other names, the political climate is just so doomed. It's a cakewalk today. There is no other time when you as an individual have the ability to uproot yourself and move to an area of your country or the world where people agree with you politically. And I recommend you do that. Yes, I recommend it. Politics today, I don't worry about it. And why? Because corporations run everything. Everything. And I invest in corporations. They put everybody in power. They control what's going to happen. And they make deals that go out 20 years. They can care less what happens with tariffs and taxes and benefit packages and everything else. They can care less. Focus on you. Focus on what you can control. Stop worrying about politics. Focus on you. That's the number 1 thing that'll get you through that issue. I don't even stress about politics. I left it behind. The second biggest issue that people have when it comes to we're all doomed is inflation. Yeah, people talk about the price of things going up. You know, I totally can see where that's coming from. It can be a doomer attitude. Like, I will never own a home. That's what people think. In my home state, the homes are probably the highest price of all 50 states. Probably some of the highest land values in the world. Yes. There's a lot of people that are born and raised in Hawaii and they would never own a home in their lifetime. That can be very frustrating. Take a look around me. What I did, I got out of there and went to go live somewhere that was cheaper. I look at my home country as like going to work. You don't sleep at work overnight. You go back home, right? Same thing with my country. I go there to make money, and then when the work ends, I'm out. I'm going home. And that's exactly the way that I crafted my life. I made money in the West, and then I went home to Southeast Asia. A low-cost living. Now, I could own a home here. I choose not to at this time. Things could change, who knows? But yeah, you can live comfortable here. Stop worrying about inflation and cost of living. A lot of these places people are worried about, who would want to live there anyhow? They're filled with crime and wackos. No, I don't even want to invest my money in those areas. I want to go someplace where my soul can be at peace and where I can live a happy and healthy life. I don't worry about the cost of living in some big US city because I never want to go there again. The third thing that people are really concerned about right now, and again, just like the first two, I totally understand where they're coming from, is with artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence pushed me out of my workplace because I could see hundreds of thousands of IT jobs getting wiped out. I was a network engineer. I was very qualified, years of experience, multiple certifications. But at the same time, I could see my job getting replaced and a lot of IT jobs getting replaced with AI. It was nerve-wracking. Let's have a seat over here and talk about this. I saw firsthand how work in my industry was easily done by AI. And I still keep up. It's probably some of the top content that I watch on this platform is AI innovation content. I watch that more than just about any other type of content. And yes, I understand. There's a real concern that it's taking jobs. I get it. But probably right now, one thing that people don't understand is there is such a need for human labor right now. And in the future, when a lot of jobs are going to be taken by AI, there is going to be opportunities that we have no idea about right now. Let me give you an example. I'll give you an example from the past. When we were building the Panama Canal, they sent tens of thousands of hardworking men there with shovels. And they dug the first part of the Panama Canal by hand. That's right. Then they brought in these massive steam-powered shovels, massive. And they could do the work of 100 men. Now you can imagine that those shovel workers looked at it and they said, we're done. We're doomed. This is never going to work. They don't need me anymore. They've got this massive shovel machine. And the reality is, tens of thousands of men lost their jobs. But because of that steam shovel, construction companies around the world were able to do projects that you could not imagine. It was ushering in a new technology, massive projects, cities were built. Transcontinental railways could be dug. Panama Canal is just the start. It was a proof of technology. That's all it was. Think of the millions and millions of jobs that were created because of that technology. And a few people, 10,000 people, were like, we're doomed. Well, your job was doomed. I'm living proof of it. But we're not doomed. AI is going to unlock an economy and job opportunities and opportunities in general that we can't even fathom. It already is at the time of making this video. It already is. I am not worried long-term about AI. I'm worried short-term about people that don't get ahead of it. That's what I'm worried about. Do you have free apps downloaded right now? They're free. Copilot, Grok 3, ChatGPT. You should be asking them about 20 questions a day about anything. Any hobby, anything you want to invest in, anything you want to talk about. Start becoming familiar. Get ahead of this. I am not worried about AI. I'm excited about it. I am worried about the people that don't take advantage of it early, don't integrate it into their life and into their work. I'm worried about that. I'm not worried about the development of AI. And I want us to get ahead of it.
I love to find these little family-owned restaurants, and this one is along the 3-mile walk. And I will tell you, the prices are great, the food is delicious. There are fantastic restaurants here in Borneo offering you a great meal. The meal I'm about to show you was 18 ringgit. That is maybe about $4, $3.50. And they just let me kept putting more food on my plate. Some veggies, multiple kinds of chicken. They also had chicken hearts. How many of you have had chicken hearts before? This meal was delicious.
Yep. Absolutely.
A delicious meal at a great price. This all came up to 18 ringgit. Okay, not the sodas. I had to go next door to get them at a convenience store. But what a delicious meal. The flavors were all fantastic. Nothing was too spicy. In fact, I don't find Malaysian food to be too spicy. I think that there have been a couple dishes I've tried that were spicy, but for the most part, no. It's really about very flavorful, India-inspired curry flavor, and I love that. It's one of my favorite flavors, and I love all the different styles, the yellow curries, the red curries, all of it that you can get at these little family-owned spots. I am not going to live a life of being afraid that the world is coming to an end, that I'm doomed. I'm not going to live that life. I've left that behind, and I'm asking you to do the same. Live a life that's positive and uplifting. We are all going to be fine. And remember, the news wants you to be afraid so they can sell you airtime. The walk to the beautiful beach and back, about 3 miles each way, excellent. Make sure you stop and hydrate along the way. It's a long walk. And at night, I have to tell you, Kota Kinabalu is absolutely beautiful in the evening. Every evening, the sunsets are incredible. And I'm taking you out tonight. Are you ready to go out tonight in Kota Kinabalu? I'm going to show you some of the nightlife. I'll take like one venue an evening. It's the weekend when I'm filming this, so kind of a good time to go out. And this is Poseidon. Poseidon is one of the top clubs here. I got here probably around 9 p.m. And as you can see, doesn't have too many people yet. These clubs here, like many places in Southeast Asia, really take off around midnight. That's right. And this is open till 3. But it is for sure a very cool club with great DJs.
I want to thank you for spending some time with me today. Today we got a chance to have a good conversation and enjoy this beautiful beach here. Oh my gosh. Tanjung Aru goes on and on for kilometers. I've only explored just a part of it. Oh my word. And I appreciate you coming along. Are you interested in this lifestyle that I live? Traveling the world as a minimalist with one backpack? If you are, like and subscribe to the video and come with. You can support the channel by picking up a copy of my new book, The Traveler and the Bard. The link is in the description. Okay, we've got a lot more beautiful Borneo to see. We're not done at all. And we're gonna travel through Southeast Asia all year. I'm glad you're coming with. We'll talk again soon. Aloha.
I was just out roaming the mean streets of Kota Kinabalu when suddenly he saw me. The vampire cat of Borneo. Look at him. He's sniffing me, trying to determine if I'm the blood type he's looking for, and I am. Oh, look at him, trying to act like all nonchalant. Reality is he's ready to sink his teeth into me. Look at him. A vicious beast. The vampire cat of Borneo.
Hi, I'm Ralph. They think I'm touched, but I know something they don't know. You're doomed. Doomed. Definitely doomed.